Alright, what's going on guys? It's GCP here, and I'm not even gonna lie guys, yesterday was just a tough day because hearing about Kobe Bryant passing away in that horrific helicopter crash, and especially even more tragic is the fact that his daughter died with him, was just even more heart-wrenching. And honestly, when I first heard the news, I didn't think it was real because it was reported by TMZ, and then you know how TMZ sometimes has fake stuff and it's just not confirmed yet. So I was hoping it was fake, but after hearing from multiple sources and outlets that this was indeed the case, everything just kind of set in. And honestly, I was hoping to make a commentary, but it just would not materialize for obvious reasons. And here we are, man. I mean, Kobe Bryant was absolutely influential and iconic as a basketball player. Some of the greatest moments I have had watching the NBA were with him playing the game. And honestly, he has had a huge impact not only on the basketball world, but on the world as a whole. So definitely want to give my thoughts and prayers out to his family. And I just can't even imagine how Vanessa Bryant, his wife, must be processing this. Like, to have not only your husband go, but one of your daughters go as well. Absolutely heartbreaking. But anyways, let's talk about something else just to get our mind off of this horrific topic. Let's talk about Modern Warfare, man. Even though that's not much of a positive here, but we're gonna try to make it work because it can only go up from here. So let me talk a little bit about what Modern Warfare has been going through, because that in itself is a tragedy. It seems like Infinity Ward has not gotten it together. I don't think they're gonna get it together, because regardless of how many times we've been telling these guys that you should fix this game by doing this, these are some of the suggestions we have. You know, bring in dead silence as a perk, remove skill-based matchmaking. They just do not want to listen. And on top of it all, they're putting in updates that are breaking the game, providing more bugs than actual fixes, and they're having to do damage control. So I don't know what is going on over there at Infinity Ward, but I just don't understand it, especially as a franchise leader in the gaming industry. Infinity Ward has been established in this franchise, or in this industry. They have been around for a really long time. So to me, it's kind of confusing how they can mess up the game even more than it's already messed up. You know, there are indie games out there, there are free-to-play games out there that are doing a lot better of a job, not only managing their game, but providing updates to regularly have people tune in and expand the fan base. So to me, it doesn't make sense what Infinity Ward is even doing. You know, the incompetence is real. Like I said before, I think this whole Infinity Ward studio needs to be overhauled. You know, the overhaul itself was something that I was in favor of before, you know, but it doesn't seem like Infinity Ward is capable enough to be able to make that happen. Imagine the amount of damage that they would do if they actually tried to overhaul the game. For a lot of players, I've been hearing that the stats have been reset. Also, I've heard that some people's PlayStations have broken over this update. Like, how do you even do that? I don't think I've ever heard of an update from a game actually breaking a console. That is actually insane to me. Like, wow, like what do you have to be even doing? What's actually in the coding of that update that breaks a console like that? I mean, honestly, that is crazy. People pay some pretty good money to be able to buy a console. You in turn provide an update that completely axes away at that. That is actually crazy to me. But look, I don't want to keep talking about how bad and how horrific Modern Warfare is doing, because guess what, guys? Even though this year has turned out to be so far pretty grim, I will say this. It can only go up from here, and also as far as Call of Duty goes, I believe it can't get any worse. I believe that Treyarch, with their next game, this year will actually do pretty well. I think no matter what it is, no matter what they put out, it's gonna be better than Infinity Ward's game, Modern Warfare. Now, I know there are people out there who actually enjoy Modern Warfare, and I'm not saying you're wrong for that, because there are certain people who have different play styles that actually this caters to. But for the majority of the players, especially those of us who are veterans to this game and to this franchise, aren't really big fans of Modern Warfare, and that's okay. It's okay to voice our opinion on that, and if you are a fan of this game, it's okay for you to voice your opinion and tell others that you do actually enjoy the game. But to me, I believe that Treyarch's next game, if it is indeed Black Ops 5, is only going to be better than Modern Warfare. And to me personally, I've always been a fan of Treyarch games. I think Treyarch games are more suited to my playstyle and just the way that I prefer Call of Duty games to be. I've always done well in Treyarch games. And to me, even though they can be a little cartoony at times, especially in the Black Ops series, the way that Black Ops 2 has been going, Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, I just think that it is a little more my style. Even though I will say that Call of Duty this year has been going a little more on the realistic side, and that's how war games should generally be portrayed as, I think they went too real, and that is another problem that this game has had. They just made this game a little too real, and having a game become too real has been a problem because a lot of people just didn't end up enjoying that. Like, one of the things that is a problem with the game being too real is you lose your identity with this game, because this game has always been an arcade shooter. And when you take that away from this game, it just doesn't play the same. So I definitely think that it needs to return to that arcade style. And they also need to do away with this skill-based matchmaking. The skill-based matchmaking is a huge problem in this game. I mean, if you want skill-based matchmaking in the game, then make a separate ranked playlist to have that skill-based matchmaking and reward those players for actually doing well in that. I know the main game that I've been playing right now, Apex Legends, has a game mode, and it's a free-to-play game mode where you can play in a playlist that is ranked, and you can also play in a quick play, which is a public match. So why not include a ranked playlist if you're so hell-bent on having skill-based matchmaking in the game? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense to me why they would implement it so heavy and so thick in this game in a public match. Let players all just kind of join in together of all skill levels and just let them duke it out from there. You know what I mean? Connection should be number one and the priority when it comes to Call of Duty games, especially public matches. Now, if you want to match up players with similar skill levels, then make a ranked playlist. But anyways, that's just what I think. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. And with that being said, this is GCP signing off.